Let's take a look at Sports Illustrated's rankings. Came out just recently. Power rankings for the NFL. Bucks, Chiefs, Packers, Browns up to number 4. Second team in the AFC. Top team in the AFC North. Let's bring Zach Jackson back in. And Zach, it's mock draft and ranking season, and they don't mean a whole lot. But what do you make of that? The Browns moving up that high, and are you buying it?
It seems pretty ambitious to me. But the Browns are good. And, even though theoretically and probably in reality, they're young in their building process, they had a chance to knock out the Chiefs last year, and they didn't. But, Dave, I see the Browns as a young team built to last, starting with that offensive line. I see the Browns as a team with a bunch of good players and a few great ones. And I'll say this, if the pass offense can play the way that it did for the end of last year, then they have a chance to validate that ranking. We'll see if it can. The defense, to me, needs to take a big leap. They just need to be more consistent. But, I think the Browns are in good hands. I like Barry. I like Stefanski. Baker was a completely different player. It was a completely different offense the last 6 to 8 weeks of last year, and they've made some obvious upgrades on the defense. So I would stop short of buying that ranking, but I don't think it's completely outrageous. I think it's in the area of where they are, and I think the Browns have every right to go in this season thinking we can win the AFC North. And if they do that, then you have a chance to win in January. Last year they saw you get close, right? And it's hard to get close, but I think they're good enough to think, okay, we're going to be playing in January again, or we should be playing in January again. And you can make a quick list of reasons why.
When you look at it, and Zach, you were part of an NFL organization, part of the Browns organization. When you look at what Andrew Berry has done with that front office and how they are, aligned is the word that everybody uses. Is that something that you haven't seen in this franchise for a while? And the way they've attacked both last offseason and this offseason?
Yeah, over the course of the season, Dave, I write so much that I forget myself some of it, but I do remember last September before the season writing something to the effect of if they just get in and out of the huddle and they don't melt down with like 6 15-yard penalties a game, maybe they'll give themselves a chance. So that's Stefanski. But Andrew Berry, yes, measured decisions, important decisions. His kept cap space did not just go cut guys for the sake of cutting them when he came in. And they have a good mix. They have leadership and real adults running the organization. They have leadership in the locker room. Again, they have big talent. Like Kareem Hunt is a backup on this team, right? They've built arguably the best offensive line in the league, bringing all 5 of those guys back. So, it's not easy in the NFL. The line is fine, and you need injury luck. You need bounces. You need all sorts of things. But when I look at a group of talent of guys that are 24 to 27, coach who knows what he's doing, a GM who doesn't make panicked or rush decisions, and a team that, not only survived last year's madness, but got to play in all these big games, and Barry got to evaluate his team under those circumstances, then yeah, all the ingredients are there to say that the Browns are going to be or have a chance to be right back where they were, which is in the playoffs. And if you get to the second round of the playoffs, then you legitimately have a shot to win the whole thing. So there's enough talent there. I don't know that it's a top 3 roster, top 5 roster. It might be, right? I don't know, how the defense comes together, but it might. So there's, guarded optimism always, but many, many reasons for optimism, certainly more so than reasons for pessimism.